Good morning, everybody. My name is Jamie Hill. I am the Children's Ministry Director at Village Church, which means that I oversee birth through 5th grade. I have no problem standing up on the stage and talking, and taking a video of myself feels really weird. So pardon the giggles and my sidekick over here. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there today due to a scheduling conflict, but just wanted to give an overview of our year. Starting with nursery, I am so thankful for Carla Dudra. She has put in a ton of time and hours pouring into just making sure that ministry runs well and smoothly and that the kids are taken care of. So Carla, thank you. She has tried to keep things simple in there and make sure that we are fully staffed. We've had a full nursery all year, give and take. Some weeks it's less kids, but we thankfully were able to offer nursery all year long for service hour and for the Sunday school hour. Carla and Janice also took the bulk, I think almost every week, maybe a few off here and there, of covering nursery for the Sunday school hour. So thank you to both of them. It's a real treat, not just for the parents of those little ones, but it's just a blessing to our church body that we are able to provide care for those kids. So thank you to everybody who serves in that ministry. We are always looking for more volunteers if you are interested in taking care of the littlest ones, and we just continue to as kids hit the age of 3, they age out of nursery and jump right into Sunday school. So we continue to graduate them from nursery, and we continue to add more to the nursery, which is a huge blessing. So then let's see, this year for kindergarten through 5th grade, or not kindergarten, I'm sorry, preschool through 5th grade, we had Sunday school again. And one of the really neat things that we started last year is that right after service actually, all the kids get to go downstairs and they can play games. That's just been a really sweet thing to see, that as the kids run downstairs, they all kind of just hang out down there and play together before we get rolling with Sunday school and teachers heading down there. So that's been a really fun thing to watch, those kids just interact that way. And we were able to split our groups into 3 sections again. So we have pre-K, which was taught by Kelly Westberg, K2, which was taught by Emily Heyman and Michaela Vanek, and then 3-5, which I taught with Stephanie Hemish, being my helper in there most days. One of the really sweet things that we were able to do this year, thanks to Megan Sangiacomo, we were able to offer worship time for just pre-K, and then that allowed them to focus on songs that were really age appropriate for them. And then we switched over when they were finished with their worship time. They had upstairs, and K through 5 got to come out and have worship time, which was able to be geared more towards their age group. And I think that was such a sweet thing, especially for those younger kids, to be able to sing songs that weren't over their heads, that they could understand and get the words and get it down quickly. Megan Sangiacomo is very talented and gifted, as many of you know. But she just has such a gift for choosing songs that tie directly in with whatever it is that we're learning. And she has such a passion for the kids to truly know God's word in their hearts, not just for this year, but her desire is truly that it would stick with them for a lifetime. So, Megan, you've been a huge blessing to this ministry and to all of these kids. I'm so thankful for you and everything that you've poured into that. So yeah, we got to do worship time together. While the preschoolers had their worship time, K through 5, we had kind of a 10-minute opening where we got to just interact with the kids, spend time praying for one another and letting the kids give prayer requests and pray for each other. And that was really sweet to have that. Our overall curriculum this year, we had some of my favorite teachings to go over with the kids. So we studied the armor of God this year, Psalm 23, Psalm 119, and then we finished out the year studying the Sermon on the Mount. So we have each of the kids is going to kind of give a little overview of that and what we did. The K through 5 kids coming up here are going to sing the Armor of God song, the full Armor of God song for you. And let's see, the preschoolers are going to sing Thy Word, which comes from Psalm 119. And then we have Luella Trevish is going to read Psalm 23, and Adeline Van Arnhem is going to read a section from the Sermon on the Mount. And I think just overall this year, with the things that we studied from God's Word, it is so neat to just have these conversations with kids and to hear them make connections and to question things. And I think one of my favorite things is when they come back a week later or even a month later, and they can they have something to share about how something that we learned impacted a decision they made, or maybe it impacted the feeling they had after they made a decision that didn't line up with what we've been talking about. And it's just a cool thing to be a part of and to witness that. And it's a blessing to work with all of your kids. Thank you. We've had so many people who help to make sure that we can do this each week. Stephanie Hemish, Amy Swanson, Katie Wagner, Courtney Thorson, Val Lockwood, Jim Bush, Cheryl Jacobson, Ann Horch. Who am I missing? I'm sure that I'm missing somebody. Megan, there's a good chunk of people who help, whether it's with just singing with worship time downstairs with the kids, or helping in the Sunday school classroom to be a helper. It takes a lot of people to just make sure that we are able to do that well. So we had a great year, and I believe that now we're going to hear some worship from the kids and hear some passages read right from God's Word. But thank you for supporting our ministry, to everybody who helped to make this year a success. It's been a great year digging into God's Word with all of your kids. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, and I will see you all soon. Bye.